Hi, I'm Annie, and today I'm going to talk about my 4 favorite oils in the Premium Starter Kit. Actually, all the oils are my favorite, but these 4 I use quite often. The first one I want to talk about is RC. This one actually is really dear to my heart because this oil was the game changer for my son. He's always had breathing issues of some sort, or during winter he'd always be super stuffy, and so I popped this one into the diffuser at night. We put about 2 to 3 drops, and I also will rub a couple of drops along with carrier oil on his chest and on his back before he goes to bed, and we have seen a huge improvement, not just on his sleep, because before he was being woken up in his sleep, but also just really keeping him well. And it is one of his favorite scents. He loves it. But what I have found is I actually tested it out before I play soccer. And I will rub RC along with peppermint on my chest before I play, and I feel like my airways are more open and I'm able to stay on the field longer. So RC is one that I not only keep in our home, but I take it with me in my soccer bag. The other 2 are kind of like a magic little duo, which is Copaiba and Panaway, and I love making a roller out of them. I'll actually take and put 10 drops Copaiba and 10 drops Panaway. I'll add 10 drops of peppermint, and I will fill it with the carrier oil. And the reason I use the carrier oil is because I use these for muscle soreness, and I actually use it to be preventative before I play soccer, or whether I'm out in the garden or when we're camping and doing a lot of hiking. And so what I'll do is I'll use the carrier oil because it will help me disperse the oils to bigger areas like my entire body. Let's be honest. Sometimes I play 2 games a day and I am just really hurting after. So I will take Copaiba and I'll put it in my water bottle before. So I'm drinking that throughout the game, and I'll also drop a couple drops under my tongue. It's a great one to help with your body's injury response. So be preventative with using your oils. And Copaiba actually is a great one also for respiratory. So you could add that if you're not a big fan of the smell of RC. Copaiba has a very light scent, so you could add that to your chest if you want to help support your respiratory. Panaway was my gateway oil. I love Panaway. Panaway goes everywhere with us because sometimes just sitting at the computer for long time, especially if I'm working on graphics, my neck gets really sore and I just have my Panaway right there. Another oil that I love and I want to highlight is Purification. And basically, if you have things that stink, you need Purification. Purification is great in the diffuser. I will add 2 or 3 drops in my diffuser if I've been cooking and if I've burnt something, or if I've been shelling a lot of shrimps and there's that fishy smell. Pop it in your diffuser. It takes care of it. Another thing that we do is we make a spray. I have a smaller spray that I keep in the bathroom, and we call it the Poo-Pourri spray. And then this one I keep with me in the garage, because sometimes after I've been lugging a bunch of teens around after a soccer tournament, my car no longer smells like a car, and I'll spray the carpet. And that way I'm getting a toxic-free air freshener and not putting any harmful chemicals into the air. So, see this bad boy? This thing is the king of stink. So, for what I do is after my kid comes home from his soccer practice or games, he grabs a couple of just cotton balls. He'll put 2 or 3 drops, maybe 2 or 3 cotton balls, pop it in his shoe, and it just helps neutralize the odor. These shoes go back into his game bag, and so I really have found that this has stopped from permeating to all the clothes that are in there for his jersey, because nothing's worse than putting something on that smells. Another great trick is get yourself some wool dryer balls and add your oils to your dryer balls. So when I'm doing the dog's bed, it always is a little bit stinky. When it's time to pop those beds into the dryer, I add 2 or 3 drops of Purification. I pop it in the dryer, and it not only freshens the beds, but it takes away that wet dog smell. So hopefully you learned a couple of tips on my favorite oils. There are additional ways to use this, but I wanted to keep my video short. So if you have any questions, place them in the comments and we will get back to you with the answers. Thanks and have a great day.